Hello my fellow riders and welcome back to Riding Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a test ride on the Lexmoto Impulse 50cc equivalent electric scooter. Now this is a Lexmoto's own electric scooter. It comes in at 1200 watt and is restricted to 30 miles an hour. With this, apparently they say that you can get somewhere in the 40 miles range. I would say that this is probably an overestimation like most electric scooters, and you should be looking at getting about 20% less. So that's the normal thing with electric, 20% less. This one is hard restricted to 30 miles an hour, so as soon as you hit 30 miles an hour, it will cut the ampage and try and sustain you at that. For some hills, it doesn't seem to have the power, and could do with a little bit more, I would imagine. Now, quite a lot of these electric motorbikes, electric scooter, electric motorbikes come with a 1500 watt. This one's only 1200. And so the Lexmoto Cypher comes with a mid-drive 1500 watt motor, and some of the other electric scooters come with a 2200 electric watt motor. Now with these sort of things, the less the amount of wattage, the less amount of torque you're going to get. So this one, as you can see, 28 miles an hour, and is using up about 75% of this ampage available. But when you do de-restrict it, it will use up all the ampage available all the time. So you will find that your range will be considerably reduced from what the spec is. But if you did want to de-restrict this bike, apparently it's the same way as to de-restrict it as you do on the Lexmoto Cypher. I'm not going to tell you how to do it on here because of legal issues, but you can find it on other channels if you want to. I'm just trying to protect myself a little bit. I don't want to be caught in any sort of litigation or law case because somebody's crashed with a de-restricted one, which can happen. But as you see here, we're on a 40. It's a little bit slow, going at 26 miles an hour. But when we do get onto the flat, it will increase back up to the 30 miles an hour. As I say, some of the other electric scooters are probably a little bit better. This is one of the last ones of this the Lexmoto are going to do. The Lexmoto Impulse, they have brought out a new one, which is a LN08. Which is supposed to be the equivalent of a 125. I think they said the max speed on it is 47, but again, that's probably restricted because that one has a 4000 watt motor. So it should have quite a lot more torque than this one, over 3 times, which would be good. Another issue with the electric, well, they're pretty much all electric. Tesla's probably the only one that can get it correct because they use GPS and all that sort of stuff, but is the percentage on the battery and the range that you're going to get to the percentage. This one's done 5.8 since last charge, which is probably its first charge, and it now states it's got 73% left. Now, if you turn this off, leave it for a couple of minutes, turn it back on again, you'll probably find that that's going to go back up to somewhere in the 80s. And when it gets down to the lower percentages, under, say, 10-15%, what you might find is it will never go down to 0% and then cut off. It will probably cut off around 7 to 10%. But again, sometimes if you turn it off, leave it for a minute or two, turn it back on again, you're going to be able to get another mile or so out of it. So it might just be able to get you home so that you can charge it up. With these sort of things, when you charge them, it was going to take you from empty about 8 hours. because this one doesn't have a stage 2 charger. It would be the same as charging, say, your e-scooter. This will go, well, an e-scooter is supposed to be restricted to 14.8 miles per hour. These ones are supposed to be restricted to 30, same as a 50cc motorbike. But the problem with that is, because they are a 30 mile per hour vehicle, you do need tax, insurance and an MOT. Servicing for this it shouldn't be that much, because there's not that much to it. You just got to make sure that everything is working, all the bolts are tightened up. These do come with a 2-year warranty, whereas most 50cc's come with a 1. And apparently they're saying that the batteries are good for about 1,000 charges, which is the equivalent of charging it every day for about 3 years. Even though it does have 1,000 cycle capacity, even once you've gone over the 1,000 cycles, that's only, so that I'll get it right in a minute. So the 1,000 cycle warranty means that you're going to be able to get 80% of that power out of that battery for 1,000 cycles. After 1,000 cycles, they won't guarantee you're going to get the 80%, but you will still get output from that battery. So it's not just going to die and be dead at 1,000 charges. You'll still be able to get something. It'll just be at a reduced amount. This one, you can actually take the battery out and charge it external of the bike, and you just plug in the standard charger that comes with the bike into the battery and it'll charge, or you can charge the battery in the bike. Anyway, I've had enough of waffling on. I've finished my test ride. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully I've informed you enough on these sort of ones. What I would suggest as my final thought is probably don't buy one of these. If you can avoid it, buy one of the other ones. The price difference isn't that much, but the power output is better on the others compared to this one. So anyway, thank you for watching my video. Hope you liked it. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated to all my latest content. But as always, ride safe.